Really?
Yeah, really, yeah. Hey boy, do that again. Do it again. Go ahead, get it out of my face.
Excuse me, this guy's just attacked me.
No, haven't attacked you.
This guy's just knocked my...
Yes, because you shoved it in the face.
It's on his camera, it's on his film what he just did.
Hey, do you want to get physical?
What?
Is that what you're trying to do? If you're trying to do it,
Go ahead, lad. CJ on it. What about this here, folks? We're in Leeds still here, so we are. We're with Audit in Yorkshire on the e-bike, so we are. We're with Sam TGA, the Gwent Auditor. We're with West Audit Report, and we're with Street Hawk. So we are, folks. We've got Marty Blackburn here somewhere. And we have News Now Yorkshire, he's about as well, so he is. So yeah, folks, just down covering we're just down to cover a trans rally today, so we are. So folks, I'll pick this back up then. Yeah, folks, there's TGA there again, folks, the Gwent Auditor.
Everybody's all like it was a bit late, but like it'll be there once.
Yeah. Oh, you see that there with the sun shining on it? Come on there, I'll put her. Right there. Right.
English, Francie.
Trust the cast review. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, folks. Here we're in Leeds here. We ran yesterday. So we're there for a different trade there, our March protest. So we're in the day here again. It's Sunday the 5th of May, and yeah, we're with all the chaps. So we are with all the lads today. So yeah, folks, just to be done about here today. This transgender cause protest rally, whatever you want to call it. As I say, we're not here for trouble as usual, mate, and I always remain neutral, so I do the heat. So yeah, folks, the same as the rest of us and all that, each their own and all that there. Each their own. There's a surge from yesterday, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's packed.
So yeah, that's one of the, that's what police should be like. That's what police should be like, man.
He's a nice guy, Patrick.
Yeah. Patrick, you call him?
We've got
Patrick.
yeah.
Patrick. Oh, Patrick, on first names.
Angels of Freedom.
Angels of Freedom. Where's that?
The stewards.
Oh, the stewards, let's see.
Angels of Freedom.
Right.
Like the,
Right.
I think they call them the Angels, the ones in Manchester Gateway. It's the street security that they've got for that area.
All right, no. Yeah.
They're called Angels or something as well.
So I'd have to get a few of these in Belfast, mate. So well,
Yeah.
definitely, man.
Oh, they definitely do these.
Just to get the content. There's two rare looking chaps up there. Look.
War and AY.
Uh-huh.
You start filming me again, you.
What are you doing, filming me?
I had trouble with you yesterday.
You were following me yesterday. That was harassment. That was harassment you were doing to me yesterday. You sausage. Audit in Yorkshire up there and war.
It's getting warm now, isn't it?
Mate. Yeah. Shame on you, shame on you. Yeah, yesterday all the protesters were shouting at Marty Blackburn yesterday. Shame on you, shame on you. I didn't even know they were shouting that about him, so it didn't, to be honest with you. Yeah, so it was a good day yesterday. And hopefully today turns out a good day as well, like, you know. I'm hoping that there's no clowns on about today because we seem,
hi.
we
Anyone that's
seem
speaking today, can you just
we
make yourself known and
we seem to attract clowns, so we do. This is a clown magnet, this camera, by the way. Every clown in the country comes to it. You know the correct, folks. Yeah, so as I say, it's baking hot over here today. I'm baking hot. Yeah, so we'll pick this back up, folks, sir. So we'll. Can I see your wee flag there, please? Can I see your flag? There's one. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's all right.
And like the colour on Instagram, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, nice wee dog here. We'll pick this back up in a minute. You see what he's saying? Cheers.
Just for the start. All right. Oh, that's good.
Can I get a picture of your side there, please? Is that all right?
Open it. Open it up.
No, we don't want these.
Pardon?
Depends who you are.
How are you?
Pardon?
Yeah, it depends who you are.
I'm a photographer.
We'll just go around and take them.
For me? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You support trans rights?
I'm the main love, so I do.
We'll just ignore him.
Yeah.
If you want to take his pictures, take them.
Ignore what he said. All I'm here for is to do a lot of fun.
Yes. Oh, I know.
No. Have a good day anyway, folks. Have a good day.
Have a good day, love.
Thank you. Yeah, well, there's people in there seeing cameras and saying we're this and saying we're this, and already like first interaction there, like, you know. But yeah, so it could get a wee bit what do you call it? Hairy or something? Could be a bit hairy, so it could be by back on to the TGA. Hey. What's up?
You got what?
You got YouTube.
Me? No, I'm an alien.
Unless you're doing film.
Yeah, I don't have anything, me. I'm just a man with a camera.
What brought you here today?
You got a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'm going to start one.
What the lads? Where's the lads?
You all come here together?
Exactly.
We have a legal right to be here, that's all you need to know.
Same as you.
No, that's a negative. You want that picture frame?
I spent all the money on it.
I'll go turn back now, guys. Don't like it.
Yeah, we don't like it.
Yeah, well, that's sure. Look, your bikes to us. Peace, and have a peaceful day.
I will, mate, I will.
Yeah, they all turned their backs out of the camera, like. Well, she's crazy for feeling so blue.
Oh, we're walking away now.
Oh. They smell or something? Is that where they moved?
What's that?
Did I smell a BO? Is that why they moved?
Do you smell?
I don't know, mustn't you? Well, I suppose I may ask them since they walked away.
Right, okay.
You know? Yeah. There's somebody up
I'm just
there.
going to refer to everyone as they, them.
I know, mate.
I don't want to purposely antagonise them based
Yeah,
on
mate, but
gender.
you will get a slip of the tongue because I nearly done it earlier. You know? Oh, we kid there. Don't want to get that kid in there, so don't. There's news now, Yorkshire. Hi, lad. There's Street Hawk there, folks, by the way. Check out Street Hawk's channel, folks.
I think it's been so
Oh, must be starting to march here by the looks of it. Right there, yeah. What the fuck, mate? Yeah, say folks, I'm just walking, talking, having a wee jander.
No.
Yeah, folks, so I will have new content coming to the channel here, so I'll also, as I say, yeah, all the new shit coming to the channel, folks. So, to all these subscribers out there, love yous, man. This is why I do this, for yous people. And it gets me out of the house, so it does. You know. Oh, sorry there.
No worries.
It's a half decent turnout there. Well, it is anyway. I was saying TGA down there and Marley down there too. Just trying to pick out Audit in Yorkshire here, so I am. Can't see him here, folks. Can't see him here. He's there, west. Look, hiya, pup. Hiya, pup. Hiya. Ah, aren't you beautiful? Aren't you beautiful? Oh, hi. Lovely wee dog there, man. Lovely wee dog. There's that sign there that folks were trying to hide it earlier. Yeah, I can't see it. Alright, so that's what I'm saying, folks. Here, just have a wee dander about see what the old story is, and we'll pick this back up here in a minute or two, so we will.
I didn't charge anything last night. I'm so tired.
Alright,
So, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for everyone who's come today.
Well, let's start it here, folks. I'm going to walk again, have a wee walk.
Over the past few weeks organising this event with me. You're all stars, and we couldn't have made this happen without you. Firstly, I just wanted to state that we have previously reached out to members of the LGBTQ Labour Committee, and they have made no efforts to respond to the transphobia within the Labour Party. I know, right? Wes Streeting identifies as a gay man, yet he cannot lend his empathy or solidarity with the trans community, as we've seen this week with the recent proposed ban of trans women from women's only boards. He also backs the CAS review in full and refuses to back down from this. Labour is fueling the flames for the current culture war against transgender people in the UK. By refusing to call transphobia out and by actively participating in future action to potentially strip our rights, we can evidently see that this party is not representative of trans people. I would urge everyone, whether trans or ally, to vote Green or Independent in the next general election. So, on Tuesday, new guidelines were released by the Royal College of General Practitioners, which suggests GPs should not have authority to make certain changes for their trans patients. The advice suggests that GPs should not be able to prescribe bridging hormones to trans people who are waiting to be seen by a gender identity clinic, and that GPs are not informed enough to make decisions on changing hormone doses for trans people based off blood test results if they don't feel confident to do so. This is a direct effect of the CAS review, as the Royal College of General Practitioners has used the CAS review to come up with these new guidelines. While I understand that this is only guidance, I can also confidently say that many trans people have had battles with transphobic GPs up and down the country concerning their hormones. This new guidance only serves to give such GPs more reason to refuse treatment of trans patients, and unfortunately, this will lead to an increase in young trans suicide across the UK. Additionally, the Good Law Project has advised that new NHS documents have leaked in which NHS England are asking mental health providers for young trans and non-binary children to instruct mental health assessments of their patients by the 30th of June 2024. After the assessment, the children will be asked to stop gender-affirming care, or they may be subjected to safeguarding referrals, essentially forcing them into medically detransitioning. It also advises that if trans children under 18 are using unregulated and overseas gender-affirming care, they will also be advised to stop, or else they'll be subjected to safeguarding referrals. This is absolutely unacceptable, and we need to make noise on this. Our young trans future generations are in danger, and we must campaign to stop this, as this is again a direct result of the CAS review. The CAS review in itself is extremely biased and based on unscientific evidence, and has been supported by many known anti-trans organisations and trans exclusionary radical feminists, including J.K. Rowling, Sex Matters, Maya Forster, Kemi Badenoch and more. On Thursday, the Minister of Women and Equalities is seeking examples of policy or guidance in which public bodies wrongly suggest that people have illegal access to single-sex spaces and services according to their self-identified gender. This means that Kemi Badenoch is single-handedly running a campaign to try and further ban trans people from single-sex spaces, in particular trans women. This is abhorrent, and we must oppose this action. This is in complete violation of the 2010 Equality Act. And we can see that the likes of Kemi Badenoch are trying to twist the current legislation we have in place to fuel her own personal vendetta against trans people. So-called feminists are claiming their rights are being taken away from them, yet we can clearly see that only people whose rights are being infringed on are those of the transgender community. We can blame the likes of Hillary Cass for fueling the ongoing culture war that is threatening the safety of trans people in the UK. In terms of the CAS review, they rejected 101 out of 103 studies that were submitted on the basis that these studies were too biased. Yet they have worked with known anti-trans lobbyists and supporters of conversion therapy. What does this mean? Well, the methodology of the CAS review was only stated to include studies where they recommended a double-blind placebo for hormone therapy. This means they would have only accepted studies in which there would have been a group of young trans people that were not given hormones alongside a group of young trans people that were given hormones. This practice is generally inhumane and would have caused significant mental distress to the trans people who were not given life-saving hormones. Not only would this have caused distress, it would never have made it past an ethics committee as a result. I believe that the reason they stated the guidelines in such a way is so they could easily reject the multiple studies that showed that gender-affirming care is life-saving in favour of their own transphobic agenda. The report was independent, but we can clearly see that this report was heavily biased. There is one part of the report that states that young boys play with trucks and that young girls play with dolls. How on earth are we meant to take any of this pseudoscience seriously when we know for a fact that life simply does not work this way? It is another example of enforcing traditional and outdated gender roles, and I honestly cannot understand how anyone can take this report so seriously. It is completely unserious, and we should not be using such a mockery of a review to decide whether trans people deserve to exist or not. Cass further stated that we should be careful with how we approach transgender healthcare, and she recommends in her report that trans people should not be able to make decisions on their own body up to the age of 25. 25 is when your brain is developed, is disproved pseudoscience. I'm sorry, you can get married, join the army, own a car and vote, but you cannot control your own bodily autonomy up until the age of 25. What an absolute joke. This report is poppycock and we know it. Not only this, but there have been many different researchers and contributors to this so-called scientific report who fully support modern-day conversion therapy for LGBT people. How on earth are we at a point where people with these views still get a say or are generally taken seriously? Furthermore, the Cass report also says we should take great care with
yeah, people freaking out now. Transgender, you think to be, what do you call it? Happy to show their faces, happy to be transgender. So you would like, when you would actually think to be happy to show their face that they are.
Idea of the people who reject this review as gospel. We've had many statements against the review from different professional bodies. Firstly, the British Association of Gender Identity Specialists have released a statement confirming they believe the review is harmful to the future of trans healthcare. DIRES Care Tax Portage was also invited to
right, no worries. You took that bad, didn't you?
consult with the Cass review.
Don't touch my dog. Hey there, mate. Hey there. Yeah, what's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? Nothing. Pardon? Well, I asked you to take a step back from me, sir. You're in my personal space. I'm asking you to step back from me, please, will you? You're in my personal space. We're a free country, man. So it is free country. Free country. It's a free country, man. Free country. Pardon?
Stop filming.
I'm not. He came to me. He walked to me.
Stop filming.
Pardon? We're actually here promoting you, actually, believe it or not. Yeah.
To who?
Free country. Free country, man, isn't it? Pardon? I can't hear you, sorry.
Is it alright?
Yeah, okay, no bother, that's what I'm saying, man. Then you can...
Stop filming people.
Pardon? Stop following people? Are you going to make me stop? How about that?
No.
Are you going to make me stop?
No. Step away, please.
What?
Please step away from me. I feel harassed by your behaviour.
You feel harassed?
Please step away.
You feel harassed? You came to me, Hannah.
Step away.
Yeah, man. It's alright. Come on, man. Where you, mate? So it's not. Hey. Only actually here a bit. So I am. Yeah.
And I was so lucky to put on a briefing prescription of hormones at the time. If this didn't happen, I would not be where I am today. This was a life-changing step for me. It helped me to become the woman that I am today.
People hanging here, walking around, giving out masks to hide their faces. To hide their faces, you think they'd be, what do you call it, happy to show their faces and happy to show their gender, but they're all hiding and scared of the camera, which is a wee bit weird, man, so it is. Well, people don't want to be on camera, like, they must be ashamed. You know? Thank you very much, thank you. Yeah, most people must be ashamed, actually, so they must be, because they don't want to be on camera. Yeah.
later.
Yeah, folks, if they're so happy with their gender, why are they all hiding and all, like, you know? That's what I would like to know. You'd think they'd be proud to show their gender off, but they're all hiding, sorry.
Go out there and talk about the injustices you've witnessed
man.
today. Speak to your friends, your family, your co-workers. I need you all to write to your local MPs, and I'd encourage you to research who you're voting for and make sure that they share the opinion that trans people have a right to live a full life as who they are in the general elections. We must make change together. Without you, we do not have the numbers or the power to change anything. Call the injustice out for what it is. Join us in our fight against the healthcare system that is trying to erase us. I would also like to take a moment to thank and introduce the other speakers who have joined us today to speak about their personal struggles, journeys and their experiences with the healthcare system in the UK. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. We have so many great people here today to talk about their cause. Additionally, I would just like to give a huge shout out to the Leeds student encampment at the Uni of Leeds.
We'll pick this back up. Section 3. Yeah, folks, we'll go down and round. Yeah, sorry guys.
I mean, you've got random Joe Buck set up football having a cider.
Who's on the cider?
They've got football, mates.
Oh, right.
And this fight for trans liberation is global. From Singapore, where trans people are being locked up in jails, to Kenya, where bills...
The master chief, by the way, so it does. You get out of my face, will you?
I didn't catch that, mate. It's just not that.
You're obstructing what I'm doing here today.
Stories don't matter. Like, you know, the science backs up completely. We don't matter. We have never backed down. Our community made us more, and it is strong, and we have stood together before. We have stood by against everything that's come for us before.
Leave my child alone.
I'm not out there,
We will always survive it again. The council wants to make sure trans kids don't turn into adults. But I'm standing here, and I'm a trans kid who turned into an adult.
I know we have right to be here.
So I'm saying you're not going to the fire. You're not going to sit here and clear our voices. And we're not going to let them target the most vulnerable of our community.
You're blocking my camera, you're blocking what I'm doing. So you are, you're blocking what I'm doing. So you are trying to video. Yes, but she's walking around, she's blocking the camera. So she's get it out of my face, man. I'm telling you, get it out of my face. Yeah, the story. You touch the camera. Don't touch the camera.
Time to leave, mate. To go away now. Can you get out of our faces?
Come on, your face, you came to me. You came to me.
It's time to go.
Please. Nobody's face.
Stop
Stop sticking the signs in my face. Right? Everybody is.
No one's trying to.
Stop here blocking what I'm doing. What I'm doing is illegal activity. What I'm doing is legal. Stop shoving signs in my face. I've not. God, you feel harassed? Oh God, lovely. Phone the Samaritans. Phone the Samaritans if you feel harassed.
You better go home then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in public.
What the heck are they, we London?
I feel harassed and alarmed by your behaviour.
Public place.
The police, if they're not going to do nothing about it.
Public place.
We have rights and they won't be changed.
Same as
by any
you.
of your
Same as you. Anybody shoves that in my face again, it'll be knocked out of their hand. End of story, right? And once again, phone the Samaritans. Phone the Samaritans. Pardon? Keep asking. Keep asking. What do you think of them with onions?
I'm telling you,
Shallots. That's what I think.
We have the right to do whatever
You're supposed to be here to keep the
us.
peace anyway.
If you don't like it, tough. Go cry to the boys in blue, but they're not going to do it either.
Yeah.
I feel harassed and
Good.
alarmed by your behaviour.
Good.
Oh, do you? Oh, boo-hoo.
That's good.
Go home then.
So that's what you wanted.
You can read it however you want, I don't
like
care.
cameras, don't come out in public.
Yeah.
Stay in your house.
That's the way it goes, like, isn't it? Like? But the next time you shove your signs in my face, I will take them out of your hands. So, well, this is lawful activity under criminal section 3, okay?
We're just there filming. If you don't like it, don't engage with us.
We're actually
It won't go
promoting you,
further. But
believe it or
every time
not.
you engage or get in his face, it's gonna create a situation like this.
Publicity.
Don't make your cause look good.
Walk away. I've asked you to step away.
We can stand here all day.
You shouldn't be doing
That's
the
the
job
thing.
you do.
We're here for everybody's
Doing the
rights.
job you do. You should not
So
be
we are.
doing the job you
Big
do.
Marty, alright.
I'm very good, mate. Very good.
Thank you, Marty.
I've got my boys back. That's all.
Yep. Third pay that guy straight in there and back me up there, every one of them.
Should you?
Unsupported outcomes. This is like
Instead of listening to these words that this lady's saying, it's important. You've given us a hard time. Pay attention.
academics and educational
A good lot hot day like that, you'll melt, so you will.
It's on a hot day like this.
Snowflakes, man, snowflakes.
but with the capacity to cause great deals of harm and trauma to trans youth.
Yeah, folks, we'll just take ourselves out of that situation there, like that was created by these folks here, like. They're all happy about their gender, but they don't want to be on camera, so they must be ashamed, are these? Really, deep down.
To say it frankly and transparently, recommendations from the review suggest the following.
Strange.
A complete ban on NHS access to
Thanks, lad. Thank you, Marty.
Always got your back. Just remember, yeah, when you can argue with them as much as you can, yeah.
Yeah.
But just remember to keep it low down. So when you're talking, engage with them, but keep the anger down.
Yeah.
Public order is a very fine line here.
Right, no.
So
It's my accent.
last thing I want to say. I think your accent comes off more aggressive.
It does, mate, but it's the way I speak, mate.
Yes,
You know it's the way I speak with you.
Say what you want, but just keep your tone low. You know what I mean? And then you can basically say what you want. Keep your tone low, and obviously don't use any insulting words.
Yeah.
Just so we stay on the right side.
Aye, Marty. It's alright, mate. No, I'm not here for nothing like that, Marty. Nothing like that, but as I say, but you know, crack I can to the camera. Oh, words of wisdom from Marty Blackburn. Boom. That's why he's on the big bucks, he says. So there's fair play to the man. He deserves every penny of it too, so he does. Right, lad.
Today, in the here and now, the Royal College of General Practitioners.
Hey, your mind's not blocking the camera.
It's not very polite to in people's faces, yeah.
That's not in people's faces, love.
It's quite close.
It's not in people's faces. This is the whole point. I have a right to be here as well.
I'm not saying anything, but
You know,
just,
we have a right to film. If you don't like it, walk away from it. That's it's plain and simple. Plain and simple. If you don't like it, walk away. It's not in your face, by the way. People come to the camera and say it's in their face. You should come to the camera.
People are approaching the camera and they don't want to be on camera. And you shouldn't be in the job you do if you're going to act like that. You're
Snowflakes.
advocates for freedom, you're advocates for public photography.
Was another snowflake? They're all snowflakes.
Yeah, the angel of
Well, they mustn't really be happy with their gender. So they mustn't like, can't even go on camera.
Ostracize you, cause you harm,
Thank you. Yeah, fair play to Marty there, like, and the rest of us are straight over there, backing me up there. But yeah, I'm saying, folks, we're not here for any rigmarole or nothing, you know. Just here to film. Know the story in Ballamore. Yeah, once again, we're coming again.
solidarity from.
Oh, I'm a good calling it. Yeah.
As a trans woman, and to have those feelings supported and affirmed, has my needs met and encouraged my academic growth in spite of the hardship I faced by staff, by pastoral support, by peers. The difference it made not only to the improvement of my mental health and well-being, but to the academic potential and ability to succeed in pursuing a career I am so deeply passionate about. As an educator, I wish to support, to the best of my ability, those going through the same struggles as I once did, with my whole heart.
Street hot, take them out, folks, take them out.
foster an inclusive learning environment so that young people in education, regardless of background, such as socioeconomic status, race, religion, gender identity, and sexual orientation, have the ability to succeed and follow their passions, that they may live a meaningful, free, and fulfilling life. In reality, however, there exist multiple barriers to learning which must
Touch the
be
camera.
addressed on the part of the educator to allow students to
Pardon?
thrive.
Leave me alone.
Pardon? I was walking past you. Touch the camera again, I'll put you in your hole.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, go ahead, I'll go for them.
The individual challenges trans youth face within
Clean.
education on all levels.
Clean.
Entire world against you and your identity. You yourself are holding a moniker of power. Not only to wake up each day and step out into the world with the potential of violence and hatred looming over your every action, but an area with which you were raised in, grew up in, to navigate such a very fine line in your own house, in your living space itself. The challenges faced by the necessity of stealth, of concealing your identity to those who provide for you, putting a roof over your head and food on the table, that even the slightest indication or provocation of your transness leading to a world of uncertainty, not only the lack of welcomeness or safety in one's own living space, but of constant conflicts of rejection, isolation, and infantilization of one's identity as a trans youth, but the possible denial of that living space entirely, if one is steadfast in seeking their own solace in who they are as a
They're all happy with their
person, forced to
gender,
fend for
but they don't want to
themselves in this
appear on camera,
unforgiving,
so they don't.
uncaring world at such a young age.
Trans are human.
The challenges of being denied the very light and the life-saving healthcare you so deserve, to be forced to endure an unending limbo of waiting lists just to prove that you are valid in your identity, forcibly made to grovel to the whims of those who hold all the power in the world to you as you are. It's getting a bit awkward now with this. Made to prove your transness, your experience, your identity, that it ticks all the necessary boxes, that you may be fortunate enough to be granted the luxury of healthcare and medication that makes your life worth living. Time passes, the seemingly endless duration of waiting lists being prolonged. Year after year, the changes, the alien changes of your body continue. Yet you know who you are, who you want to be. After years of internal, agonizing introspection of one's gender, and yet we are powerless to halt this alien metamorphosis of your own body. For you as a youth do not have the financial power to seek treatment to aid your woes, and not given the luxury of urgency to halt these changes, that you may inhabit a body in line with your being. Time passes, years pass, your body changing each day in a way that does not feel right, reaching a point on your 18th birthday where your progress is set back to square one, to be transferred to the adult clinic and have your painstaking wait yield nothing. Bodily horror and a complete lack of power to enact change is an unfortunate reality for a vast majority of trans youth. And so with these lived realities of trans youth, these challenges they face, they take their step into education to follow their passions of a better life, not only academically or for vocational potential, but for socialization. The ability to have a space where they can make friends, talk about their interests, have fun with their peers, and engage with their passions in spite of the hardship. In acknowledging these hardships, the role of the educator in supporting trans students is not only to recognise their identity, but to champion their diversity within the classroom, to afford them the basic respect they deserve of their name, of their gender, and the material facilities in which they inhabit. Every day I walk into work greeted by the radiating joy from the trans students I teach, that within the space of the campus they are equals with their peers, that they have a voice, the ability to succeed and spend time with the friends they have made, that their joy and support they receive allows them to try their best to further their passions and look towards a brighter future that we may foster as educators. Their transness is not a limiting factor with the hardships they face, but another facet of multi-layered individuals growing up in this world. That they may be given the tools to succeed in this world and carve a place for themselves, for their community.
Bring this back up, folks.
I wish for all
when you're leaving, please leave in big groups. Make sure that obviously you're with people that you trust and that you know. If anyone needs anything after this, you will get walked through this.
Hiya, Pop.
The change that has to happen
Hey.
needs to be quite
Thank you, mate. I just wanted a picture of it anyway. Thank you. Hey, boy, do that again. Do it again. Go ahead, get it out of my face.
Excuse me, this guy's just attacked me.
No, haven't attacked
This
you.
guy's just knocked my...
Yes, because you shoved it in my face.
It's on his camera, it's on his film, what he just did.
Thank you, mate. I just wanted a picture of it anyway. Thank you. Hey, boy, do that again. Do it again. Go ahead, get it out of my face.
Excuse me, this guy's just attacked me.
No, haven't
This
attacked you.
guy's just knocked my...
Yes, because you shoved it in my face.
It's on his camera, it's on his film, what he just did.
Yeah, you just shoved it right in front of the camera.
I put my banner in front of him.
Yes.
And he smacked it
You're
out the
obstructing
way.
what I'm doing, lad. So you are obstructing what I'm
I don't
doing.
want him filming me, mate. I put that up and he smacked it out of the way.
He's allowed to film in a public place, and
You're
he's
allowed
allowed
to
to
put my
hold his
Yes, but he
banner.
pushed that right over my camera, mate. I'm working here at the minute, like. He
For
pushed
putting
that
my
right
banner
over.
up in front of his camera.
Yes, I just want to hear it.
So if you just step back a bit from
Yeah,
him, then your camera's not going to hit his sign, is it?
I would
No, well, he put a sign to my camera.
So that's what I mean, just take a
You
step
know, I
back.
want to hear what public's saying.
As I said, you're allowed to film, but he's allowed to hold his sign.
Yes, but he's not allowed to put it in and obstruct what I'm doing.
If he's allowed
So
to
he's
hold it
not.
there.
Pardon?
He's allowed to hold his sign there, though, isn't he?
Yes, but he's not allowed to shove it in when I'm working. That's what I'm saying. I'm working here. He's obstructing me by putting that into my camera.
You can't have your sign and the camera in the same place, can you? So you have to have a gap between them.
He's acting with violence, okay?
Yeah, that's
And if that
Who are you,
violence
sir?
escalates,
Who are you?
I hope
Did you hear what I
you're
said?
gonna do something
Would you
about it.
identify yourself, please?
Yeah, Capsicum, 4.98.
He was sitting
Sergeant name?
Sergeant Kerwood.
and then
Pardon?
when he came
Sergeant
photographing me,
Kerwood,
he
what
said,
station?
"Hold his back out."
Sorry?
What station?
He's
Leeds Central.
entitled to
Leeds Central.
and
No problem,
he
thank you for
whacked it.
doing it.
He is doing antisocial behaviour. He is causing trouble. He's doing provocation. This gentleman here is a peaceful
talking
person,
quietly.
sitting quietly, minding his own business. These people here today are in pain. People are in pain. And we are here for love and solidarity, not the entertainment for the so-called YouTubers. Love and solidarity to you.
darling, you too.
Please
Thank
don't let people be harassed, officer. Thank you so much.
you.
That is my witness statement.
That works two
Thank
ways.
you. I'm not
That
speaking to you.
You just did.
Thank you.
You just did. Fine. Alright.
I just think they shouldn't be allowed to intimidate us.
I'm not intimidating
I'm here to
you. What did I tell you? I told you only wanted a picture of your sign, and you shoved it right into my camera. So you did. Huh? So I was filming the sign, he put it right to the camera, so knocked it out of the way.
Good.
You know?
Like a Mexican standoff, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my saying, like a Mexican standoff. Yeah.
So I got to look at sport line or the other back.
Look at Patrick there, de-escalating the situation. That's what you need, more men like that there. That wasn't a situation anyway, folks, so it wasn't. Look at Patrick there, de-escalating the situation. That's what you need, more men like that there. That wasn't a situation anyway, folks, so it wasn't.
What happened? I'll be back in a second.
Oh, I was taking a picture of that sign there, and whatever, pushed it right under my camera, so I moved out of the way, kindly, which I'm legally entitled to do, lawfully entitled to do.
They don't like us. They don't like us filming.
They don't like cameras.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
They must be embarrassed about their gender or something if they don't want to be on camera.
And they're advocating for legal rights. Well, what we're doing is a legal right.
Human rights.
We're advocating for human rights.
The way I see it, it's like I was saying to officers earlier, these guys want exposure.
Yeah.
Now, by us documenting it and putting it on YouTube, that's going to generate thousands and thousands of views. It's like I was saying to officers earlier, these guys want exposure.
Yeah.
Now, by us documenting it and putting it on YouTube, that's going to generate thousands and thousands of views, so it's going to give them the exposure what they want.
That's what I've been telling everybody
Yeah,
when I'm
so
walking around.
I don't understand what the issue is.
No, nearly I know, nearly I. I think the issue is with themselves, deep down in. But that's my opinion. Yeah. No, go a wee walk here. A wee downer because he's boring me. We'll pick this back up, folks. Here we go, folks. Let's go here, folks, see what's happening. Right, chaps.
The name for this isn't and should never have been exploratory therapy. Call it what it is, conversion therapy.
Really, yeah.
Indeed, this report to me represents a clear and concerted effort to remove trans people's access to...
You want to get physical? Is that what you're trying to do? If you're trying to do it,
go ahead, lad.
yeah, we'll defend ourselves happily.
Really, yeah.
Indeed, this report to me represents a clear and concerted effort to remove trans people's access to...
You want to get physical? Is that what you're trying to do? If you're trying to do it, we'll defend ourselves happily. Is that what you're trying to do? Get up to it.
Is that
Do it. You're the one attacking us. What are you trying to do?
I defend myself too.
Don't get up to it.
Go ahead, lad.
Do it. Go on. You're the one attacking us.
Peaceful, peaceful here.
You're the one attacking us.
You've got no minerals.
You can't. You know what you're doing. You got no balls. You're a fucking Nazi.
No balls.
Nazi. Yeah, you're a fucking Nazi. You're both fucking Nazis.
Yeah, Nazis, yeah.
Trying to fight? Go on then.
Nazis.
I'm not stopping you.
Here now, we're here today.
I'm not stopping
It's never going
you.
to happen. You're right, lad. You're right. Get that out of my sight, please, will you? Put it on the camera.
What? Look at them all, guys. More of us there. What are you going to do? And I'm not
I'm
You know what it is? We want to be physical.
Don't touch the camera. Don't touch the camera.
Trans rights now. 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 Trans rights now.
Louder, everyone. Come on. Louder. Is that it? They're not loud enough yet. Not loud enough, man. What the heck are they onions for?
Threatens violence and runs away when the police come. That's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, man. Threaten me too. Run away, lad. You have no swingers.
Trans rights now! 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 Trans rights now!
Not fit,
Trans
not
rights
fit,
now!
not fit.
Trans rights now! Trans rights now!
I've got the camera from the other side.
Trans rights now! 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 Trans rights now!
Yeah, we're in the middle.
Good, man.
Everyone in the middle. Come on, boys. That's it. Facilitating us. Big up to the police here.
Go ahead, TGA, son.
We will not move nowhere.
No chance.
You will all leave here before we do. Guaranteed. 100%.
Oh, yeah, Nazi scum!
That's nice.
You've ruined your own protest. You've ruined your own protest. We will not go nowhere. We have freedoms as well. We will not move. Look at this, man. They wrecked their own protest. No one's even listening to the person talking no more. They're staring at us. Absolutely hilarious.
Cheers, that was great content, so it is. Yes, respect to the police. I'd say to the police, respect there to the police.
Yeah, instead of moving us that way, they made sure that the rest of the boys could get into the middle.
Brilliant, brilliant, man, brilliant, man. I wish the PSNI could be more like this.
Hilarious, guys.
Wrong bodies to be corrected at all costs. Trans bodies aren't damaged. Gender affirming healthcare is just that. Healthcare. Strong, who is constantly about to be defeated and constantly a threat to society. The past report to another note from that same assumption. Another chapter in
Come to the side a bit, Mike, so I can get my camera
from public life. And this is why we cannot ignore the bigger picture. You cannot legislate us away. You cannot pretend that we're not here, and
Kev,
you will demand
you're right
your
up there, mate.
attention.
George's got the house close in front of us. Yeah, these people have just messed up their own protest. Yeah, it's water not bad. Water.
As we see the scarce resources we have cynically snatched away from us. As we see the government scapegoat us for their failing to fund the NHS. As we see the political establishment use us as a political football to score points in the run-up to an election. No matter the cost, we must not despair. Despair will not liberate us.
Our protest.
What proper bro? You been getting this in or
to keep each other housed and fed. Be resourceful, be angry, and be there for each other every single time. Change comes from below, from making yourself heard until they can't ignore you. So get organised, get out there, fight for your friends, for our autonomy, for the trans youth of the future, present, and the trans youth we used to be. Be the fire that they cannot stamp out. With love and militant hope, on behalf of Leeds.Protest against fascism.
Give me a picture there, right? Yeah, smile for him as well. Oh, do you get a smile? Got my good side.
To this event today.
Oh, the police are and all. We're trying to get us on there, boys. Thinking of big balls.
In the middle.
Trying to push us about.
Been absolutely super respectful, guys. Got to like absolutely give them utter credit.
Trying to get pushed about by these muppets.
You can't educate. You can't.
Nah, true enough, man. True enough.
Look at us here. Look at us out here.
But the thing is, Marty, I've got a magnet in this year. It's called a clown magnet. It attracts clowns. It does, mate. The clown magnet attractor.
This is absolutely crazy, guys. Look at everyone. And it is not based on scientific.
Didn't expect to end up in the middle of this today.
That's the happy days, man. Yeah. I'm getting them on here as well.
People in the professions.
What's that? The 35 lane song?
Trans people, we are challenging this.
50 on 50.
It took Cass 4 years to write her review, almost 4 years, and we have had 6 weeks really to kind of put together a response.
Oh, where's Kev?
And it's not enough time.
Kev.
So bear with us. We are writing a detailed critique of Cass,
Kev.
which we will publish in due course. And I will be involved in that process.
Yo, Kev.
Hello. I will be involved in that process. And
yo, listen, get the drone up and get us in the middle, rapid.
Some of the shortcomings of the Cass review today.
That's a crowd.
First of all,
Yeah, just 150 metres away from the crowd.
Space.
If you go down to the bottom of concourse, take it off, go backwards, you're winning.
That trans youth
go
through a process of differential diagnosis.
Yeah, that's the one.
And
Get down there rapid and get it off left
therapy.
before they all move.
And it's my professional view, having worked with trans kids for over 10 years, that this is tantamount to conversion therapy. And it is simply not good enough. And NHS England, like many other professional organisations,
Yeah, lads, so we're stuck in the middle with you. I don't know why I came here tonight. I've got a feeling it's all feeling right. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with
I'm very
you.
respectful to us, so why would we?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
is without evidence-based.
To get respect, you've got to give it first.
And is harmful to those
Boys, we need to invest in a megaphone.
practices.
Yeah, man.
And yet, despite that,
I left mine at
NHS
Manchester.
England are moving forward with effectively exploratory therapy.
Let him get the drone up.
Oh, yeah.
Who said that, sorry? What was that? What you just said to me, that's start protesting.
What is NHS? These changes that are being proposed are not in the best interest of trans kids. That's the simple truth of it. And Hillary Cass is in denial if she thinks that the proposals that she has put forward are in the best interest of trans youth. They simply are not. There are always going to be a number of people who come to gender services, who come to child and adolescent services.
Actually over the art gallery, as long as you're not directly over the crowd, you're absolutely fine. Don't come over the crowd by any means.
And Cass is denying access for those young people. I've worked with many of those young people who have moved on to hormone blockers and are thriving in life. There are many parents.
Folks, we'll pick this back up in a minute here.
Testimonial to that.
Folks, we'll pick this back up in a minute here.
Testimonial to that effect. And yet, that is not acknowledged by the Cass review. And effectively what we have is a
You wish. How about that?
What was that?
How about that? How about that?
What was that?
Did you wink at me? Catch yourself on.
The reason she denies it is because she knows that blanket bans are illegal. And actually many of the implications of the Cass
Don't worry about them, they just talk absolutely.
will not be challenged by having rallies like this.
Just fine, mate. Just put on if you zoom into
That
us.
is where the direction that things are heading in. To that effect, can I just draw to people's attention that this week the Good Law Project
You've got the shoulder drawn up, so he has.
crowdfunding
Yeah. Order in Yorkshire's got the drone up there, he's going to get a shot of us.
Zoomed in if we can get a couple of shots.
I don't know if you can see the drone on that, folks. But he's going to get a few shots of the lads in the crowd here.
Yeah, don't come any closer than that, mate.
Day of action, and that we picket the NHS offices at some day later in the summer. Because I think
snowflakes.
What is needed. Let me speak about a few things around the Cass review. The methodology for a start. When you take a review of medical
They
set the tone. If they don't give respect, they don't get it back.
And there are certain methodologies that aren't. For example,
could have been good promotion for them.
But
that's what it is, man. It is what it is.
Hormone blocker treatment, and they used what's called a
I think you used it wrong radio, mate.
What that means is it's a consensus-based model. There was over 100 clinicians, experts in the field, who came together, looked at the evidence, drew the conclusions over a long period of time, and that consensus model resulted in the German healthcare system endorsing the use of hormone blocker treatment for trans youth. And yet, here we are in the UK with a very different review. We don't have a consensus model. We don't have experts in the field involved in the CAS review. Instead, we've got Hillary, a person who is a non-expert in gender. She's never worked with trans kids in her life. She's a paediatrician by background. No doubt she's a very good paediatrician. She has no experience of working
There we
with
go,
trans
folks. They're
kids.
trying to intimidate us. Classic. Yeah.
As a staff group with kids, and I've had at least 4 one-to-one meetings.
Oh, big close-up. Oh, lovely close-up, man.
Unimpressed. Let me just add that this idea about the evidence, and she's looked at the evidence. No, she hasn't. She's started any studies that look at the
good thumbnail.
The positive impact of trans affirmative
public order anyway.
She held a literature review, and that literature
Yeah, mate, that's why I didn't say nothing there, so to speak, mate.
We're not causing it. We're not causing it.
Affirmative healthcare. And do you know the reason why that happened?
Yeah, I hope so.
Because
if you want content,
there are gender critical clinicians
come and stand and be free.
Really person who is screening the papers for the CAS review is a well-known gender critical psychologist. Now, I raised this with Hillary Cass, and she denied
Say that again,
the person was gender critical.
Stay away, mate, stay away.
Who I used to work with, and I know their views on trans people, and they're very disrespectful. And there's a cohort of ex-kids clinicians who have very disrespectful views on trans
As long as you've got a few shots and you've done it, get it back down and come and join us.
Introducing bias into national on healthcare does not lead to a good outcome. And it really hasn't. The CAS report does not meet the needs of trans children in this country. Another thing.
Yeah, man, that's 1 minute, man. We'll pick that flag up.
Trans affirmative healthcare were forwarded
Sorry, lad.
to CAS, and she thought
What are you doing? What? Trying to obstruct me? Trying to obstruct me? What? You want to leave out my way? What's your problem? I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to go up in the toilet. Bathroom. Yeah. No, yeah. Don't touch the camera. Touch the camera again. It's a sign to me I want to defend myself, okay? Plain and simple.
Out of the trans identity. They're recruiting for DBT therapists, dialectical behaviour therapy. You're old to be acting like this.
Old?
Bullying 20-year-olds.
Bullying?
Haven't you got anything better to do?
I am not bullying. Bullying people?
You are here to antagonise people.
No, we're not. We're here to take pictures.
Just go home.
Here to take pictures.
No. Leave them, it's fine. You can video.
Dead on. Try it out.
She couldn't even name a single study to support the main recommendations of her own report.
Just want to get money. Get that in my face, man. Move it.
And this is 3 years in. This is not at the very beginning. This is 3 years in. So my challenge to Hillary Cass is
right on it, TG, and the boys and all that. Marty and the lads are. You see Marty Blackburn, the boys and all in there, so you can.
Really?
Yeah.
You just pass because you're bald, is it?
Yeah. Really? Put it in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll do it every day. Go ahead, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You want it? Yeah, that's fine.
That's alright about that.
Yeah, go on then.
Put a stop what I'm doing, man. Yeah. Yeah, man.
They're going to intimidate me. You know, I'm from Glasgow, mate.
Get something to do with health and safety.
Pardon?
Health and safety with you.
Yes, don't worry.
Both of you, health and safety.
Right, well, I can't do that.
Well, both of you, both stand down for us, that's all. Stand down.
So if he gets down first, I can get down after.
There we go.
Yeah, if he gets down first, I'll get down.
Yeah. He's allowed to put the sign in front of your face.
No, right.
He's allowed to do it in front of your lens. You're filming them. He's allowed to put he's allowed to do it.
He's instructing what I'm doing, Sergeant. This is what I do.
He can stop you doing it.
Not right in the
He can put
Section
the sign.
3. Do you want me to go down the law with you?
He can put the sign in front of your camera. There's no offence there.
Yes, he's
They can stand in front of you. He can put the sign in front of
That's okay, Sarge. That's okay, but I'm not getting into the law over that. But you're wrong. But you're actually wrong, Patrick.
Yeah, he can put the sign. As long as it's not directly in your camera, he can stand back from you and hold that sign up in front of you. That's his legitimate right as a citizen.
Right, well, I'll give you that one.
It's perfectly legal then. All right, cool. Yeah, I can't stop him doing it, mate, and you can't stop him doing it. As long as it's not in your personal, face, right? You're holding your camera away from your face. Right. He's holding the sign away from your camera.
Right, so we're going to ask you one question before you go, Sergeant. So if I have this here, and he puts it there,
and he puts it there, he's allowed to do it.
If I have this here, my face, here.
He can stand in front.
Come on, Sergeant.
As long as that sign's not in your face and in your personal space, he can put that sign up in front of you.
And my personal space. So if I'm standing like this, I can do it too, mate. Under Section 3, Sergeant.
You know, we were able to support one person lost their life in 7 years. And then, on the 1st of December 2020,
Cheers.
was the day that the court reported with the initial flawed judgment in the Tavistock versus Bell case.
Excuse me, please. There you go.
Within hours of that judgment being made on the 1st of December,
Cheers.
was the day that the court reported with the initial flawed judgment in the Tavistock versus Bell case.
Excuse me, please. There you go.
Within hours of that judgment being made on the 1st of December.
Alright, by the way, I'm from Northern Ireland, and I will not be intimidated.
I don't think this guy quite understands.
I couldn't even make this up on the side.
Brilliant, that.
Anyway,
Get a job!
1st of December 2020, NHS England closed the endocrine pathways for hormone blockers and for hormone treatment for trans kids in the UK following the flawed Bell versus Tavistock judgment. Immediately, within hours, the pathways were closed. Myself and other cllinicians within the Good Service wrote to the service at that time and NHS England and said that this was clinically irresponsible. Closing those pathways in an arbitrary way like that immediately was a risk. It was raising risk for trans kids, and it was raising risk for the young people that we work with. NHS England and the Tavistock Trust ignored the clinical warnings that this was a risky thing to do. 1st of December 2023, and you know, when the Good Service was just about to close, and I can tell you that in that 3-year period we had significant numbers of young people who lost their lives related to the Good Service. Who lost their lives related to the Good Service. And my clinical view that I made at the time, back in 2020, and I made again on the 1st of December 2023, was that those increases in risk in self-harm and suicidal ideation that plagued our young people over that 3-year period, it was not a coincidence that this happened at the time when there were restrictions, severe restrictions on trans healthcare, and this is an absolute disgrace. My last act as a GIDS clinician was to write to Hilary Cass and to write to NHS England commissioners and to say, and to raise a contemporaneous record that those deaths had occurred in the previous 3 years that correspond to a restriction in trans healthcare, and to point out to them that we're moving into a new era post-Cass of further restrictions in trans healthcare, and that they have completely ignored the fact that restrictions in trans healthcare cost lives. That's a fact. And I know for a fact, because I've been contacted by parents even since leaving kids, and I know for a fact that today...
Well, them pints after today,
that as we speak, there are parents who are on suicide watch with their kids because they have lost.
Have you ever been to a Sam Smith pub?
That is a shock.
No, we don't have them over there, you see.
Rocket fuel, mate. I'll take it alone, yeah.
Ah, right, no worries.
It's called Taddy's Life. I swear to God, it fucking hits you, but strong as shit.
I'm not drinking anything other than cider, mate.
Well, they do their own cider.
That's alright, that's alright. Yeah, you're trying to back out there,
that was jet fuel.
Trans lives are valid, and we must protect trans kids.
Hello, thank you everyone today for your resilience and for showing up and showing these fascists that we will not be silenced and we will not back down. All I feel at the moment is a sense of our strong community.
Come on, 3, 2, 1.
Today and turning up. I also just want to say as well that, you know, it's all well and good that we've got people here laughing about people literally committing suicide. Well, at the end of the day, that's a reflection of themselves. We've got people here laughing about people literally committing suicide. Well, at the end of the day, that's a reflection of themselves. And at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to be on the wrong side of history, not us.
Just makes the content better, folks, so it does. Just gets the content better for us. So it does. Yeah, man. I think they're intimidating us here by standing us. Catch yourselves on.
I can imagine you have all turned up pretty angry. And if anybody needs to get up to speed on why we're here, and if you haven't been listening to the speeches that all my lovely predecessors have been, why we're here, and if you haven't been listening to the speeches that all my lovely predecessors have been giving, then feel free to ask, because we are here to tell you what is going on. And that goes for everybody that can hear me in Leeds right now. So that anger I was talking about before, I want you to harness that, because that is the driving force, that is the thing. So that anger I was talking about before, I want you to harness that, because that is the driving force, that is the thing, along with passion and compassion, is the thing that is going to drive us forward into being able to make some productive change, I hope. But I can also imagine at the same time as that some of you are feeling pretty blue, because this isn't the kind of reality we thought we were going to be dealt, huh? But the thing I wanted to say was, if this whore can moan, then so can we. And now, because I didn't really know much else to write, I was listening to a really good garbage song last night, and I thought that Not My Idea lyrics fit really well, so here goes. I bit my tongue and stood in line with not much to believe in. I bought into what I was sold and ended up with nothing. This is not my idea of a good time. This is not my idea of a good time. This is not my idea. And just to finish, I'd like to acknowledge that many of the placards we made as an act of defiance today, the other day for today, were painted with the same fan brushes that I use to apply my highlighter. To the high points of my severe and gorgeous cheekbones. Yet another thing that makes us shine. And before I go, I love you all for being here, and I really, I'm sure it makes everybody's day to see each other exercising our right to come together as a community. Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
Hello everyone, I'm here with Stepin, who have helped to organize this rally. We wanted to say a few hello everyone, I'm here with Stepin, who have helped to organize this rally. We wanted to say a few things about the CAST review. The very same review that comments on the trans experience based on assumptions of conversion therapies. Not exactly the most unbiased source. The same review that intentionally ignores peer-reviewed research in support of transgender people deserving the right to life-saving healthcare in favor of its own agenda. Gender-affirming healthcare is life-saving healthcare for so many trans people. Everybody deserves the right to self-expression and most of all to freedom, and that is a right that is not granted to trans people today in the UK as it is to the cis people. And the fact that the CAST review calls for a total ban on that very freedom for any trans person under 25 is morally despicable and will no doubt lead to higher rates of depression and even suicide in transgender youth and adults. This review isn't just any old newspaper article, it is a legal government-sanctioned document, and as such, the government will be using this anti-science review to introduce laws to this country, laws which will immeasurably harm the trans community. Complicit in the suicides which their actions will facilitate. And I just want to say as well, to any police officers here today, if you actually care about trans people, you will quit your job. Finish off, I'd like to urge and encourage you to keep fighting, keep going till the rallies like this one, and continue being as loud as you can. Use your passions, your skills and your talents to help organize more protests when your screams are not being heard. There is strength in numbers, and together we can challenge the government's authority to tell other people what to do with their bodies. Remember, if you are silent about your struggle, they'll take your rights away and tell you it was for your own good. You're not gonna win. You're all fucking Nazis. We beat them before and we'll beat them again.
Hilarious, guys.
Thank you everyone so much for coming today. I think this is the end of the rally now because I think we are out of speakers.
Bye bye.
So yeah, we're going to clean up and we're going to finish now. I just want to remind everyone to leave in groups. We will be meeting up afterwards at War Chambers as sort of like a safe space if anyone needs it. But yeah, thank you all for coming. Love you all.
Hey Kevin, TGA up there, man.
Guys.
Now get out of here!
Yeah, go on, get gone!
Yeah, cheerio!
We told you you will leave before we do, that's guaranteed.
That's more island than me. You'll be too late, you might miss it.
Yeah, I know.
There we go, the clearing now.
And it's just
Absolutely brilliant day there, guys. Absolutely brilliant. Every time we come to one of these events, we get the same.
Pick us back up here, folks.
Make sure you drop them comments, let us know what's going on. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Oh, sure, yeah. So, yeah, here from CJ Audits here, folks, over in Leeds. So we are here. What's happening? We're over here in Leeds. Yeah, man. I get it.
Good lad, respect, big up!
Yeah!
Good lad.
Boy.
Tell them how it is! No! What, never?
Here, Mum will get that in pictures. Mum will get that on camera.
Yeah, they won't lock in the car out, it's fine.
I'm just going to get that for each, right? Alright, so I was just about to do an intro there, like, so I was. And there's Mrs. Maeve. Just want to get on that.
Even the one with the mask when he goes big head first.
Just ignore it, mate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, folks, so
She got kicked out of law school. She's back with the pencil and paper.
She's done.
Got kicked out of law school.
Primary school? Oh. Alright, lads, right, let me see. They're still standing there, I think, anyway. Yeah, folks, so I'm going to walk up this hill here, anyway. I'm actually going to do a wee outro, folks, here, so I am from here in Leeds. So here from CJ Audits in Leeds, and from Audit in Yorkshire here in Leeds, and from TGA, the Gwent Auditor. These two lads, respect these two lads. And here, look, folks, all the best. Take it easy. And may the force be with you. And may the force be with you.
Well, I'm telling you, these are a different thing, boys. I'm telling you.
Hello?
They're not ready for us, bro. The police are different thing.
I hear it, mate.
I don't know, they threatened to arrest me for public order.
Things going on.
Obviously, I'm a little bit different. I've got to remain impartial and that, do you know what I mean? But I respect people who stand up for what they believe in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up, boys.
But we shouldn't have said that to you. That was bang out of order.
Because if they, you know what I mean, if they can support their rights for what they can prove here, why can't I support my religion?
She's telling me
equality, kid, equality.
Then she's got a phone out and coming up to me saying, what do you think about
no problem with the person in the world, but you can be blue, green, whatever.
I same here, man. Respect to you, man. Respect to you, mate.
Respect.
Ridiculous.
You still recording it?
Take care, boys.
Yeah, but this is going up there.
Are you still recording it, right?
Yeah.
That's alright.
Okay.
So I'll put this back on, mate.
This is just for evidence, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking blindsided and my camera's not on.
No worries, lad. I don't think I drink a water. Fucking hell, man. Tell you what, mate, I am sweaty like a bastard, boy. I'm protest. Where's Marty in that? I can see him down there anyway.
An absolute incredible one.
Well,
bothered about people filming because that message is just going to get pushed out even further. With the likes of me with nearly 30k subscribers, CJ Audits and Gwent Audit and News Now Yorkshire and Marty B, we've got well over, I'd say 200,000 subscribers between us. You know, what's the problem?
I can't believe he's not threatened to arrest me.
Yeah, he got threatened to get arrested for public order. I'm surprised he hasn't been arrested for public order.
Even that goes.
Marty's just Marty, and News Now Yorkshire's been pretty quiet from what I've seen.
Northern Ireland's biggest nutcase.
I've just been taking not a back
no,
the whole thing. I'm a bit disappointed in Pat.
What?
I'm disappointed in Pat.
And who?
Pat, that sergeant.
Yeah, why?
He threatened to arrest me, that's why.
Did he? What for, man?
Public order. Because I said, touch me with that umbrella to the woman, I'm throwing it over there. And then he said, oh, that's threatening behaviour, it's public order.
Well, here.
So that's the final warning regarding public order.
When I was standing up the top there, the guy put the sign in my camera, and when I stand up on the wall, don't know if you got it.
Yeah,
at the top, I flipped it.
I saw it.
And I tried to flip it 2 or 3 times. Patrick up and says that, he says that, you can't do that. This me, I'm here working, he says. This me, he's up skewering my...
Restricting your activity.
And he's like, yeah, but it's all, he starts to try and calm the situation down. This me, you know correctly. Oh, that was brilliant in the middle, all of us stuck in the middle there, mate. Alright, go ahead, mate. You doing it now? Yeah, go ahead, mate. Body camera still rolling now, folks, so it is. Body cam still rolling.
I'm a big believer in, you create privacy, your own privacy in the public place, don't you? Don't people see your face, cover it up. Yeah, and that's what they've been doing all of them, so I don't see why they're that concerned about having their picture taken. But me personally, right, my face is all over. It's all over YouTube, right? A lot of people know who I am. I don't give a shit. I put my mask up today because I'm scared and I don't want to be recognised. I put it up today to make a point. Do you know what I mean?
Can I ask you something, mate? Can I ask you something? What is that badge? I don't reckon. What's that? Is that a flag? I don't recognise that, lad.
Thin blue line, mate. It's the Union Jack, but it's blacked out for the police. And the thin blue line, it just shows you the emergency services.
Right.
It's a charity.
A charity? Where did you buy it off, if you don't mind me asking? Amazon. And does Amazon donate that money to a charity?
I don't know 100%.
So it's not going to charity then?
Well, I didn't say this that I bought was going directly to charity. I'm saying the thin blue line is a charity.
Right. With you now,
Yeah,
man.
but I didn't say that this went directly to charity.
Yeah, that's all.
The thin blue line is a charity.
Right, but is it not banned?
No.
No? No. But it's not part of your uniform?
To be fair,
it's not banned in this
it's not.
Yes, I know that, but it's not part of the uniform still. So it's not like...
I mean, some of the clips that we have, so when we have clips on our uniform like this that carry as car keys, they're not part of the uniform.
Yes, I know that now, right, but that's the faced flag, man, so it is. That actually offends me, mate.
Right.
I have a grandparents and all died for this country, fought for this country, and you're defacing the flag. Unreal, man. Unreal, man. Unreal. I'll accept your apology, lad. Thank you.